Hi there, Leos. I hope that you're all okay. Let's just cleanse this area. We're going to read into your energy for the upcoming weeks. This could be like 6 weeks ahead, 7 weeks ahead. It's pretty timeless, to tell you the truth. I just feel like it would have been a good idea to go through each symbol to see what we are getting here. Okay. First of all, we're going to go into what is astrologically going on for you guys when it comes down to Leos. 18th of September, I'll tell you this one first of all. That is the full moon eclipse in Pisces. Okay, so we're looking into our biggest and bravest dreams. We've got Libra season beginning at the 22nd of September, and also on the same day is the autumn equinox. On the 22nd of September, that is when Libra season actually begins for you guys. And then we've got Venus entering Scorpio, which is the 23rd of September as well. So these are really good astrological events to be looking into, because you needing to show yourself some gratitude and appreciate the things that have been brought into your life as well, Leo. Particularly for you guys, the Virgo season is a chance for you guys to invest in yourself, because these investments that you are making will ultimately pay off in the end if you just keep investing in yourself rather than external things. Okay, discovering a secret or facing the truth of yourself. Okay, falling in lust, ignoring the rules, and playing with fire, becoming obsessed with something or somebody. That is what is in the Virgo season for Leos. So it's important that you take time out to reflect on what is going on astrologically for you guys during Virgo season, because it will be really helpful for you to be able to move forward that jam straight away. So you guys are feeling pretty stuck within yourself or the people around you. Let's see what's coming in for Leos. Let's see what is coming in for Leos. Let's look on the bottom of the decks. Volatility and breach. Okay, so you guys might be really feeling like there's some sort of volatile energy around you, or you are prone to being quite eruptive, explosive within yourself, arguing with people. Leos, give me some information for Leos. How are Leos at this present moment in time? How are Leos presently? An awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Okay. The bottom of the deck. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So you might be feeling pretty restless within yourself. You may be going through this like upgrade of energy, but at the same time your dreams might be really vivid and stuff. You might be having to figure out a new way of living life, but at the same time you may be in a position of feeling like you don't know where to start, Leo. You need to integrate as well with other people around you. Integrate with people that you think are good for you as well, Leos. Wow, a wake-up call. So you guys are definitely going through it in some way. You're having to use your strength to get over the uphill battles that seem to be presented towards you guys continuously. Because when you're going through an energetic upgrade, you have to have gone through a degrade first. So you must have gone through a situation where your energy and your vibration was very low. That's why you've got the tsunami coming in, because the tsunami is trying to encourage you guys to go into a place where you're not feeling overwhelmed by the changes that have happened. You're understanding that the universe has done all of this to try to help you. You're getting a wake-up call as well. It might be in the form of like a significant loss or another dramatic event that's happened in your life, but typically it will be one that you weren't prepared for initially. You might feel stunned. You might be surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring in your life, but you also need to know it's like time to draw a curtain on the past, but at the same time trying to look into the fact of why you are avoidant and in denial. And you've got to confront the truth that exists within you as well, because you're experiencing a real life drama here. That's what this is saying. So this is what is going on with Leos right now. Okay. Often when you look back at something, when it's actually happened in your life, you can always recall the signs that foretold you that this was going to happen. There might have been obvious clues to what you've ignored, or omens that were so subtle and they were easy to dismiss in the past, of like it being an imagination, something of your own imagination. So you might have talked yourself out of the realization of something, or you may have tried to get away with something that eventually started to come out in the end anyway. There's a lot of times where you have to like take to yourself of thinking about the times you instinctively knew something, or you followed your instincts and did something that actually hindered your growth as well. It's like you needing to look up the spiritual truth behind why you're going through such a tumultuous time right now, Leos. It's probably going to take a lot of strength to get on top of some of these fears and some of these things that you guys are going through. Leos, what's going on with Leos presently as well? Can you add more to what's going on for Leos presently? Can you add more to what's going on with Leos presently? Can you add more? Three of Swords. Yeah, this is basically getting yourself involved in situations. This could be receiving messages from people. This is heartbreak. At the same time, it's grieving the loss of something. It's also hiding truths that you should be giving out to significant people when it concerns the actual truth. You may be getting involved, like I said, in things that don't concern you. You might have found yourself to be in a three-party situation with the Three of Swords, but really and truthfully, the Ace of Wands is something that you should be thinking about, because you may be a person that's prone to connecting with people on a sexual level. When it comes down to the Devil, you also, with the Devil card being there, you might be slightly prone to drinking or taking drugs or partying too much. That's what shows up when the Devil's there. So whilst you're trying to contemplate a new beginning, you're falling into the corruptive energies of doing things that are not good for you. And this is why you're highly defensive when it comes down to other people. But you've kept your options open with the Seven of Cups. It's like you've had a lot of options here, and then find yourself in a place where you're feeling like your boundaries are being overstepped, Leos. So what's the challenge for Leos? What is the challenge for Leos? The Eight of Cups. The challenge here for you guys is to walk away from situations that no longer serve you, but also remembering about what you may or may not have invested in something in the past, and why it's not worked out the way that you may have wanted it to work out. You may have had some sort of controlling aspects about you that was making you feel like you had to control the situation around you. You may have also been in a position where somebody invested into you and it's like taking it lightly, almost thinking that that person is going to be there forever so you can do whatever you're doing. And that's what's basically made the situation turn a little bit belly up. The King of Wands might have been somebody that was in your life. The High Priestess, at the same time though, with the King of Wands, this can be speaking about you going towards somebody or someone coming towards you. They've invested in a relationship with you, and then it's almost like you have taken it for granted. This is the reason why the King of Wands is there, because the High Priestess is about you keeping quiet about somebody you've begun to be in a relationship with, and you no longer, or that person no longer considers you to be in a relationship anymore, because the Ace of Cups is basically like they are claiming you as being theirs. Yeah, the Emperor's showing up as well. So it's almost like there is an energy of the person who you are seeing is feeling like you need to give more than what you are giving to them for them to feel balanced when it comes down to a relationship with you guys. What's gone on in the past for Leos? What's gone on in the past for Leos? The past for Leos. Nine of Wands, okay, but it's the Nine of Wands reversed, and then we've got the Death card. So you've had some sort of significant ending that happened in the past. This might be why you guys are quite defensive when it comes down to giving your all in relationships, and that might be why this new person is feeling the way that they're feeling, which is a little bit disgruntled with the amount of effort they've given versus the amount of effort that they are getting back in reciprocation from you guys. But it's like, you probably felt super defensive. You were struggling in the past as well. You had a lot of paranoia. You're using like these inner resources within yourself to try to alleviate yourself out of a struggle that you felt like you've had. And like I said, that struggle's come in the form of the Death card. So you may have found that work's been a bit of a struggle. You've had a little bit of depression. You've also got, this could be either you've been called out for something that you've been deceptive with, or you've realized somebody else's deception. Either way, it's like what you've done is you've gone immediately introvert within yourself. That's in the past, okay? So you guys have gone through a very difficult time when it comes down to the past, Leo. What's coming into the future for Leos? What's coming into the future for Leos? The Sun. So this is basically some positivity coming into your life, into the future. The Magician, are you guys doing any witchcraft? Or are you guys trying to manifest happiness into your life? Or are you guys going to be diving into the happiness rather than denying whatever is going on in the background here with somebody else? Because like I said, you've probably started seeing somebody new here. And this is the reason why it's like your feelings might be getting triggered and stuff. The Eight of Swords is like you being quite defensive and thinking that it's like, do I move on into my life with the Knight of Wands? Because this is having like relationships with people that you feel may be desirable, but are they actually good for your heart? Or are there people that are not that good for your heart? That's what you need to ask yourself. Because with the Knight of Wands, it's definitely about like seeing players and stuff like that. So that's how you're going to get your heart broke. The Knight of Swords, be careful with your mental health. It may be really overreactive. You might be finding that your brain's going super, super, super fast. And you're going towards allowing yourself to be loved by the King of Cups, which is somebody that's trying to come and alleviate all of this weight off your shoulders that you are telling the King of Cups that you're going through. You'll probably find that you guys are living in different places right now, but at the same time, there's some fear here with regards to rejection. So you've got to work on any sort of rejection fears. What is in the subconscious with regards to Leos? What's in the subconscious energy for Leos? Ace of Cups. So the subconscious energy here, the Hermit as well. So your subconscious energy is with the Ace of Cups, right? This could be to do with like you feeling like everything's on your shoulders, but at the same time, it can be speaking about you finding it very difficult to be able to be emotionally available. So that's the reason why it's like the casual, the things that you're choosing to do. And it's like you've repressed your emotions to try to say that you are this strong person in front of other people. But these repressed emotions are about to like come up and brew to the surface because of you feeling like you are in denial to yourself, but it's like you have to put this image on that you are all good and you're doing your thing. This is the reason why it's feeling like a massive weight on your shoulders, Leo. The Chariot. So yeah, you, with the Chariot, it's having determination to be able to pick yourself back up, but it's also a determination to try to help yourselves to move on. And the way you guys at this moment in time are seeing moving on is to get into relationship with somebody. With the Nine of Cups reversed, it's that's a single woman that's no longer single anymore. She's choosing to not be single anymore. And then the Four of Pentacles is the secretiveness that you are holding about you sitting on the fence. So you may be telling this person like that you've always known that you want to be in a relationship with them or you want to be with them, but you've kept your cards close to your chest when in actual fact it's you've got all of this shit going on, and that's the reason why you felt a little bit emotionally unavailable. So now, for your own sake, and for you feeling like you have to create something for people to see, you are choosing to go into something. So you need to think about whether you're doing these things for the right reasons, but by the looks of it, you feel like that's the way to get over this massive wake-up call that you've gone through. Yeah, you're looking to try to get your confidence back from being in the hermit energy of feeling like you need to be secretive, which is here. It's like the Empress card. You have a high value of how you look at yourself, Leo, and you feel like you've not appeared to look that way. So this is why you're trying your best to see if you can bring yourself back into a place where you're now speaking to family again, because that's another subconscious energy. Family, you've fallen out with family in some way, shape or form. You've been quite confrontational, but at the same time it's like you've been telling people about this weight you've got on your shoulders because of the chaos that you've gone through in the past. But the Three of Cups is speaking about like keeping your options open, which is something that caused the problem in the first place. So yeah, it's like a lot of things have come out here, Leo, whether you know it or whether you don't, whether you're trying to keep it secret or whether you're not. Things are brewing to the surface for you guys. Okay, what's the advice for Leos? What's the advice for Leos? Five of Cups. So basically it's about, right, they don't want you, my spirit guides, your own spirit guides, your own ancestors, they don't want you to wallow in self-pity. They want you to pick yourself back up, and it's almost like be spontaneous, but at the same time invite the person that you do want to have in your life into your life, because rather than you trying to, because Two Cups here is like having different options, and then we've got Two of Swords again sitting on the fence about these two different options, which may be the Fool and the Page of Wands. It's like it's simplify your life and try to do things where you're going to look back and not regret the way that you was trying to get your confidence back. That's the best way that I can say it to you guys. What else is the advice for Leos? The Emperor. Start thinking about how you're going to get your money up. If you thought about a business idea, start working on that business idea. You may be keeping it all to yourself, these ideas that you've been thinking about doing. But with the Emperor, it's normally a person that is, they employ themselves. They have their own business. So like I said, if there's all about that, start to bring that to light. Start to work on that. Leo, what advice do Leos need? The Fool. So start to do more spontaneous things. Start to get your faith back when it comes down to what you desire in life. Treat people how you want to be treated. And this is also speaking about like communicating with your family as well. That could be a good idea. You may have felt like there's some sort of energy here where you have turned really cutthroat and honest with how you feel, but that's because of your emotions being up and down. So it may be good for, look again, the Two of Swords and then the Two of Cups. So there's somebody that you've been seeing in and whilst you've been seeing this person, you've been trying to keep it on the down low, and this person may have got fed up with being on the down low and want to be out in the open with you, and you might have been resisting it, but this is you moving forward. You may have been resisting it because you had other options. It's either you that's doing this or this is the person that you've been seeing. Regardless, this is what this reading's about. What are the external influences for Leos this week, these weeks ahead and now? What are the external influences? The external influence, right? So the external influences here is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess can be speaking about your intuition being an influence, your intuition telling you all the time, new beginning, new beginning. But at the same time, with the Ace of Pentacles, it can be money orientated as well. Okay, you may have found that this High Priestess could come in the form of a mother figure as well. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is behind it, so it's definitely a mother figure. So that might be an influence to you. The Lovers, so yeah, like I said, having too many options, that was probably like an external influence to you. The Ten of Swords, that's another influence. Feeling like you've been stabbed in the back, or you're the person been doing the stabbing in the back. Regardless, that's coming out as well, Leo. The Page of Cups, this is some of your friends. So your friends may be like external influences in the way that they tell you to like do certain particular things, but at the same time, with you having all of these options, your friends, look, see, King of Wands, that's somebody that's around you that's like you felt had great potentiality. They might have like a business or something where society would look at them and be like, oh, they're very accomplished. Then you had somebody that's at a distance, and then there's somebody else who was slightly toxic, and you would have had some form of like sexual relationship with them. If it's not you, like I said, put it where it fits, it's somebody else who you are around. So yeah, it's like these are the external influences. That are these like really healthy people, or are these toxic people? Are you toxic or are you healthy? Answer these things to yourself, and these answers will start to set you guys free. So what else, who else are the external influences to Leo? External influences to Leo. A Sagittarius, so that's an influence to you. Saturn, so Saturn's a planet, as you know, but that's Capricorn as well. Okay, bottom of the deck we have got Mars, which is an Aries. Shit, that just came out really strongly. That was weird and meant to be. So Venus, that's a Taurus or a Libra. We've got Gemini as well, and we've got moon energy here. So with moon energy, we're talking about Cancers here. I'll put, hang on a minute, just sort my incense stick out here so I don't burn the table. Right, so we'll put those ones out. What else is an external influence to the Leo? External influences to the Leo. Who else are the external influences? Expose the external influences to Leos. All of the air signs, okay? So that is your Aquariuses, Geminis, and Libras. So Gemini's showing out strong here. We've also got the Sun, which is your sign, Leo, okay? The bottom of the deck, there is water signs. So that is your Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, okay? So that's coming out strongly for you guys. Let's see what the outcome is for Leos. What is the outcome for Leos? What's the outcome of this reading for Leos? What's the outcome? Four of Wands. You're going to start speaking to family again, but you're equally going to be defensive yet again, right? You're needing to defend yourself, or you're feeling like somebody's being defensive towards you. Okay. So first of all, with family, you guys, let's give you the good news first. So with family, you'll be reconnecting with your family. You'll be feeling a sense of like contentment with the fact that there's like harmony in your life, for once, especially when it comes down to family or your sense of family. Okay, but then we're going into the Five of Swords, so you're gonna have conflicts. There's a lot of competitive energy that you feel as well. I'm unsure whether this is the person that you felt like you didn't want to be out in the open about. Like, this person is going to feel like you've been putting them in a competitive place, so they may be putting you in a place where you then have to compete. But there's a lot of tension that is happening around you guys, and at the same time work might be on the agenda for you guys as well, or your work is creating a hell of a lot of tension because of things that have gone on. Leos, what is the outcome for Leos in for the weeks ahead? Page of Wands, you may need to start again. You might need to look for another job. You might be in a position where you're feeling like you have to take this new beginning on yourself and be on your own rather than in these types of energies. Let's see. Are they going to be on their own, Leos? Are Leos going to choose to be on their own? No. You want a new beginning when it comes down to money, and you want a new beginning when it comes down to a partnership, but you're also hoping you can be secretive about these things. There's a lot of communication going on in the background with the Knight of Cups. So there's somebody that's either romantically interested in you or you're romantically interested in them, but justice is at play. So all of this defensiveness, when it comes down to justice, wow, I'm purging. It's justice is speaking about you coming out of this defensive way of looking at things, and trying to come down from that feeling of you having to end everything with everybody around you because of everybody representing some sort of like conflictive energies around you. You've got a rejection wound that you need to be healing within yourself and your family as well. You need to heal something with regards to your family and one of your family members. But yeah, by the looks of this, it looks a little bit like you guys are going to go into a place of like, I'm not single anymore. But make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. For those that are choosing to be single, you're going to be in a place where you're trying to give yourself enough self-love so you can have like a brand new beginning in your life that isn't around people that make you feel insignificant. At the same time, you're going to look for ways to make other people feel valued in their life, because that's something that is needed to be reciprocated. Yeah, the Hierophant and needing to speak with family members, feeling stabbed in the back, not being in a self-pitiful frame of mind, saving up your money and trying your best to not be as secretive as you normally are. And you'll also come out of a place of paranoia and judging yourself as much. But like I said, it's going to be a struggle to do that. And I'd say it's going to take you around 8 months to be able to really get yourself like back on your feet, when it comes down to your life and making friends or making happiness come back into your family or sibling relationship. So Leos, I hope that that's been okay. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get your next part of the reading. So this is where it gets a little bit more detailed for you guys. Gives you some indication as to what's coming in. So what's coming in for the next coming weeks for Leos. Wow, they're just frigging spun out. I'm going to have to go and get them from over there. 1 second. Some flew over there then. Leos, what's coming in for Leos? What's coming in for Leos for the next coming weeks? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, look at that. Weird. Leo, very synchronized. Let's get in some more cards. So Leo, what's coming in for Leos for the next few weeks, next 6 weeks? What's coming in for Leos What does Leo need to know to help them get through the next coming weeks? Leo. What do Leos need to know to take them into the next impending weeks? Leo, I'll pick them up in a minute. Leo. Let's put this back because that. What do Leos need to go into their next impending week? Leos. Right, okay, that's enough there. The bottom of that deck. Listen to music with no words, okay? So you might need to quieten down that busy mind of yours, guys. Let's pick that card up for you. I'll read these cards in a minute, okay? And then we will move on to these cards. What do Leos need to know? What do Leos need to know? Leos. What do Leos need to know? What do Leos need to know? Leos. What do Leos need to know right now? What do Leos need to know? What do Leos need to know? What? Okay. Right. Bottom of the deck. Don't invest into this. So that's some strong advice for somebody who needs that, who is a Leo. Let's move deeper, okay? You are worth so much more than someone who only contacts you when they're lonely. So you may have found that you're being used by somebody. And because of this, it might have made you feel a little bit resentful because you might have felt like you two was growing somewhere, and then this person's made you feel like you are just a late night kind of booty call type of thing. You're making healthier choices. Keep going. You're going to achieve great results. So that's for my Leos that are actually trying to be self-progressive. You read them to filth. So you might have been in contact with someone and told them about their ass because they've made you feel like shit. You can't keep reliving the trauma that you went through. It's time to start healing. So maybe it's time to do even deeper healing when it comes down to what you've been through in the past. Holding a grudge needs to educate themselves on conflict resolution. So you're either holding a grudge or somebody else is holding a grudge. Questioning their sexuality feels like they have nobody to talk to. So somebody around you may be questioning their sexuality. Make sure that your ears are open to the people that are wondering about what their sexual preferences are. Not that it matters in this life, but yeah, try to be there for those people if it's not you. You deserve all of the blessings coming your way. So you have an energy of feeling like you deserve everything that's coming your way. Maybe you've been working hard to achieve a greater state of mind, and this might be the reward coming towards you. Making fun out of somebody's illness, karma is coming as a result. So if you've been making fun of anybody, then be very careful of what might come towards you. Or if somebody's made fun out of you, you're probably going to be finding that they get delivered into a form of karmic outleash. It's like they start returning their karmic debt out into the universe. Alchemy, turning pain into gold. So you might be good at making your pain look like it isn't pain really. Either way, you are alchemizing destructive feelings and patterns of behavior into better patterns of behavior, especially if you are a Leo that's taking accountability. Take time to appreciate the progress that you've made behind the scenes. So you didn't need an audience for some of the things that you did. And that's the reason why you'll be reaping the rewards for my Leos that are doing that. You still need to heal your broken heart. So you guys might need to still be going through some self-healing. Do something outside of your usual routine. So you might be stuck in routine and patterns. You are highly favored and protected. So if you feel like you're not protected, that's your assurance that you actually are. What form of self-love or care have you neglected lately, and why? So are you neglecting yourself? Have you found that you are? They hate to admit that you're gifted. So some people around you might be haters. Social services, they might become involved for my Leos with the small children. She's lying to you, so somebody around might be lying. Socializing would be good for you right now. Bless others with your energy. So maybe it's time to start getting out for those Leos that are doing that. Cutting people off left, right, and centre. So you guys might be doing that as well and feeling better for it. What am I suppressing inside? You may be like hiding your feelings and what you're truly feeling about things. Your fifth house, creativity and your pleasure might be coming into question. So make sure that you're having a think about that. Making fake accounts to spy on you. So either you've made a fake account or somebody else has made a fake account to spy on you. We've got Virgos, they're involved here in some way, shape, or form. We've got settled. You might be in a position of going into a settled relationship, or you might be just settled with yourself. Either way, there's some sort of calming energies coming towards you. Create new boundaries. So like I said, you might be finding that some people are taking the piss when in actual fact, you know, you've tried to heal and they may have tried to heal you. It depends which way this goes, but either way, there needs to be new boundaries that are formulated between you and other people so you feel confident to let yourself go back around people. Your mental health is affected, or you have mental health, or someone around you has mental health. Share your gifts with the world. You've probably got a lot that you need to be sharing with other people. Manipulation, this is you manipulating people or somebody's manipulating you. 999 hertz, that would be really helpful for you guys to heal. Jail time is on the cards for some people. A Gemini is involved in some way, shape, or form. You have psychic abilities for those that have wondered if they've got any sort of psychic abilities. I betrayed you, but I can't bring myself to tell you. So you're either feeling this way or somebody is feeling this way about you. A bad reputation. So now somebody is seen in a bad way, whether that is you or whether that's somebody else around you. But yeah, bad reputation is going to be something that is in people's mouths in the weeks coming ahead. Social media stalkers, like I said, I saw that with somebody opening an account in some way, shape, or form to spy on you, or you've opened an account to spy on somebody else. Police investigation, so there's some sort of thing going on with the law here, clearly, as we can see. So yeah, I don't even know what to say. Just keep your eyes out for all of these things. You'll find that they all happen. Animal dream meanings. So look up the totems of the animals that you're actually dreaming about moving forward, because it'll all have a message for you guys. It hurts me to ignore you. So somebody... Sorry, I thought it had freaking cut out then. I was just looking on my phone to make sure that the video had not stopped, and it hadn't. So yeah, it hurts me to ignore you. So somebody around you is hurting that they have to ignore you. Name 5 things that you give gratitude for in your life. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Time for a social media clear out. You make me feel safe. Nobody is perfect. Time to forgive. Wisdom is key. The Pisces card has come up. And lastly, what are you perpetuating that you saw your parent or parents or caregiver do that you always swore that you wouldn't do? How can you change that? So Leo, I hope that that's been helpful for you guys. I will see you guys soon. Pop a comment below if it's related with you in any way, shape, or form. And good luck in the weeks and months ahead. I will see you guys soon with a pick a card reading. Take care and thank you for your subscriptions. Goodbye.